it's really easy to get lost in the sauce when it comes to how much work I should be doing in a week. Like, do I need to be doing more, single joint exercises to build my triceps? Do I need to be doing back oriented work more than twice a week? So much of the fitness space is oriented around making us feel like we're not doing stuff and it's making us, not achieve the gains we want. The reality of it is most of the time we're just moving in the direction of our goals and making tweaks to the programs that we run to get the results that we want. You can't have every exercise and every activity be in your program and expect it to be a good program. There are always going to be considerations that you're going to have to make and trade-offs when it comes to good training. So for the most part, you just need to decide on the frequency of your training. How often is it reasonable for me to train? And then trust that. If you're somebody that realistically can only train twice a week and you want to be training 5 a week, but like it's not in your life, your capacity and capability to do so, then put it down. Go get the 2 best sessions you can, and then try to get as much physical activity as you can, right? If you do want to be training 4 to 5 times a week and you can make that happen, great, right? You also just have to respect that more is not always better. And more can look like more sessions, it can look like more time, it can look like more exercises, it can look like more volume, it can look like trying to grind yourself into the dirt with intensity. But those things don't necessarily take you any closer to achieving your actual goals, right? So it's really finding this dynamic level of activity and work that will take you in the direction of your goals. I often get people who work with me who are like, am I doing enough to really like make my back strong? Am I doing enough to make my legs strong? And a lot of these people come to me because they are in pain or they're not achieving what they want. And when it comes to pain, if you're doing a bunch of different work and you're in pain, we need to like probably pull back on what that work is and really examine it and see if it's productive work for what you're trying to achieve. If you're not achieving the results you are doing or you want, and you look at what you're doing and it's just a bunch of different stuff with no real tangible thread of taking you in the direction we want to go, the reality of it is we need to look at the work and say, can we make this better? Can we do less better to move you in the direction of your goals? So much of fitness and training is about, we got to find the optimal dose. We got to find the perfect amount of work. That's not enough. This is what the evidence says. And like, I'm wholeheartedly in support of finding evidence to do things, right? But there's also just the actual reality of people are individuals and people are not necessarily special, but people are unique. What people can handle is unique to their capacity. Even what their thoughts, beliefs, and expectations are around their training can have an impact on how to train, right? People with really certain programs like, hey, you need to do 3 sets of 5, 3 times a week, and, eat and recover in this way. Really build people's belief on this is the way, right? And that type of program can be awesome. There's also people out there getting great results with pretty different programs. So what's the common thread? It's usually that people are matching the amount of work they're doing to their capacity and building over time. So when it really comes down to it, if you're getting lost in the, hey, am I doing enough? Then take a big step backwards and ask yourself, like, what am I actually trying to achieve here? Am I just trying to work hard for the sake of working hard and feeling good about what I'm doing? Because if that is the goal, that's totally fine. Like, I like to work out. I like to do something 5 to 6 days a week. Is that maybe the most optimal and productive? Maybe not. But if I learn to adjust and manage that amount of training well over time, good things are going to happen. And they have happened. As the more I've just trusted doing what I enjoy in a capacity that seems like it's helping me go in the right direction, the better things have got for me. And for me, often it looks like if I do 3 to 4 sessions that are like 90 minutes a week, because that's like what I actually am trying to get in and make work, I don't enjoy that as much as doing 5 to 6 sessions where I'm doing like 30 to 45 and 50 minutes of work, because my attention is higher, my intent is higher, and I just generally enjoy being in the gym for about 45 minutes to an hour than trying to cram more stuff into fewer sessions. So I've just accepted that reality, and things have gone better for me. Where a lot of people struggle is somebody else is doing that. Do I need to be doing that? And I don't think that's the play. I think the play is actually figuring out what you want, what you need to do to level up, and then creating optimization from that standpoint. If you do that, good things will typically happen. You're going to make more progress because you're actually training within yourself, right? You're training what you need to do to make progress. And we can cater the exercises and activities you do based on your goals better when you're just more focused on, this is what I want to do, right? This is what I want to achieve, as opposed to looking outside yourself all the time and being like, this is what they're doing. Do I need to be doing that? It's not really how you make progress in life in any way, shape, or form. It's good to see what other people do and maybe even compare yourself a little bit. There's positives from some form of positive comparison. But a lot of times what we're really just doing is creating doubt and envy in what we're doing, and that never really bodes very well. And doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical. It doesn't mean you shouldn't ask questions. It just means that you should objectively look at what you're doing and try to pursue your goals. It's really easy to get lost in the sauce of, am I doing enough? Especially when the fact that, especially in the very real way that fitness takes a ton of time. It takes time to create the adaptations you want. And often doing more actually just gets you into more fatigue and buries you deeper into this, oh, this isn't working. Do I need to do more? You do need to do more. You need to challenge yourself appropriately. You need to work hard. You need to balance the work you do with the rest that you are taking, right? And you're not going to get better at doing more work by doing no work, but it usually means doing better work. Squatting with decent technique, adding intensity, adding volume over time is a much better strategy than doing hundreds of air squats with no weight. One is just a bunch of work. The other is a more strategic way of trying to bump up your capacity to do squats well. So stop looking for the perfect program. Start asking yourself what you're after. Start dialing in over time how much work you want to be doing and what type of work you want to be doing, because we should try to make this enjoyable. If you want to be somebody who is sprinting and running, but you're doing a powerlifting program because some guy said that this is the best powerlifting program and it'll help this, you, a dude in your 40s, build muscle, and you're not doing the things you actually care about, then we need it. There's a dissonance. There's a malalignment. We need to figure that out. And then you just need to start to trust the process and stay in it long enough to actually meet your goals, make the progress you want. That's all I got for today. Stop looking for the perfect program. Peace.